Hi everyone! Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. Today we're making a traditional Beijing recipe, Peking Sauce Pork. It has a fun story of how it was invented. If you wanted to know the history, you can check the description. It's very easy to make and it's super delicious. So let's get right into it. You will need some pork. The best cut for this recipe is pork loin. It's lean, tender, and easy to slice it into strips. Marinate it with half tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of Chinese cooking wine, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, a quarter teaspoon of white pepper, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Mix that until well combined. Let that sit for about 20 minutes. While waiting, we can make the sauce. You will need 2.5 tablespoons of sweet bean paste. It is a dark fermented paste, mainly made with soybean, wheat flour. If you're allergic to any of the ingredients, you should probably skip this recipe. To that, we will add 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of grated garlic, 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, 3 tablespoons of water. Mix them together. I almost forgot 2 ingredients, 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Not too late to add them now. Give that another mix and we can get our wok ready. Heat the wok until it is smoking. Add some oil. I use about 2.5 tablespoons. Toss the oil around and add in the pork. Spread it a little bit and let it cook about 20 seconds. This will allow the cornstarch to form up. If you flip the meat too early, it will stick to the wok. Keep cooking the pork until the surface is slightly golden. You can take it out and set it aside. By the way, the wok should have some oil left. If not, you can add a little more oil. We're going to use that to cook the sauce. You might ask, wouldn't it be much easier if you add the sauce to the pork directly? Sweetened bean paste has a slightly tart taste. Some people don't like that, and that includes me. Cooking it with a little bit oil for a few minutes will help with the taste. Once the sauce got thickened a little bit, introduce the pork back to the wok. Just keep mixing it until the sauce kind of attached to the pork. Take it out, put it on top of some cucumber. The traditional Peking Sauce Pork usually has a big batch of thin julienned scallion under the pork, but I find out that cucumber is great to balance this flavorful meat. Of course, to keep it authentic, I also sliced some scallion and put it on the top. By now, the recipe is basically done. You can serve it with white rice, put it on top of noodles. Besides that, I will also show you 2 traditional ways to eat this Peking sauce pork. This is spring pancakes. Place some thin sliced scallion and cucumber. Add few pieces of pork. Wrap it up. It's kind of like a spring roll. The spring pancake has a great texture. With the cucumber and the meat, it's just such a nice balance. The pancakes are homemade. I'll put the recipe link in the description. This is called 荷叶饼, lotus leaf buns. Open it up and stuff the same thing in between. Take a big bite. So good. The bun is fluffy. The pork has so much flavors. These lovely 荷叶饼 are also homemade. I will show you how to make it at the end of this video, and be sure to watch that as well. This is such an amazing recipe that there are so many fun ways that you can eat it with. You can even wrap it in tortillas if you just want a quick meal. And here is the recipe for the 荷叶饼. 130 grams of water. Add 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, half teaspoon of yeast. Give it a mix. Here is 250 grams of all-purpose flour. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a stir, then slowly add in the yeast water in batches. Use chopsticks to stir it in the same time. Roll it and knead it for about 5 minutes or until it is smooth. Cover it with plastic film and let it proof for 1 hour. This is 1 hour later. The size of the dough is 2 times bigger now. Poke it in the middle. The hole doesn't bounce back immediately. That means you're good to go. Press the dough to release the air inside. Then knead it into a smaller dough. Put it on a working surface. Poke a hole in the middle again. Stretch it into a bigger ring. Cut it open. Roll it into a long, even strip. The amount I gave is enough to make 8 lotus buns, so we're going to divide this into 8 even pieces. Roll each piece into round shape again. Let them sit for about 10 minutes. Flatten it with your hand. Use a rolling pin to knead it into a 1/8 inch thick flat oval sheet. Brush some oil on one side. Fold it in half. Take a knife and do 3 straight lines on the surface. Then use a fork to mark along with the lines. Shape the edge to make it prettier. There you have it. Once you finish the rest of it, put them in a steamer. Above some cold water, turn the heat to high and steam it for 25 minutes. And your lovely fluffy lotus buns are done. I hope you give this or my other recipes a try soon. If you haven't yet, click my channel name and find out how to make your favorite Chinese food. New videos coming out every Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye!